The day of the accident, me and Jordan, I'd come home from work, and me and Jordan decided we wanted to go to town to get a milkshake. And we jumped on the Harley, and we rode to town. I passed the first car. As I was passing the second car, I remember looking over and seeing the guy doing something with his right hand with the radio, and he made a left into a driveway, turned right into us. And Jordan, they think that she may have been run over by the car, but she also hit a pole. She hit a telephone pole. Jordan is, she's like no other person I've ever dated in my life. She was so level-headed, so smart, always laughing. She made me laugh more than anybody I've ever been with in my life. And just precious to my heart. I knew that was the person I was going to grow old with. The bike had landed on top of me, and they had to lift the bike off of me. That was in the ditch. But after they airlifted me back, I went into surgery, and I think it was like 15 hours of surgery. And I finally came to Thursday, the next day, about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And all my family was in the room. I kept asking people in the room. I think I asked my sister first, where's Jordan? And she said that they took her to another hospital, and they won't release any information yet. That's all she told me. And I waited a few minutes, and she left the room, and I asked another family member the same question and got verbatim the exact same answer. So the third time I asked was my dad, and he was sitting right beside me. He said, "I need to talk to you." And I started crying immediately, and I said, "Dad, you don't have to tell me." Even though that was one of the hardest times in my life, I know where Jordan is. I know I will see her again. But while I was sitting in the hospital, I was to the point of giving up on life. I said, I felt like after 20 years in the military, 5 tours to combat, and I'd come home and got hit by a car, and I didn't see me going on without Jordan. And it was that point that one of my best friends in church sent me a message. She had told me later on that she had waited 3 days to send me this message. And I checked it, and it was a song, and I just pushed play. And it was the song, "Praise You in the Storm" by Casting Crowns. And that was the song that, literally, that song by itself made me focus back on God and not where I was headed. I refer to Jordan as my fiancé because I was going to ask her that night, and I didn't. But I know that she knows. I know that she knew that I was going to ask her to marry me. And that's one of the regrets I have. I wished I had have asked her that night.
How great the love of Jesus Christ. Upon the cross of Calvary, the blood was shed that